Hi everybody, it's Celine from I'm Handmade, and I'm going to be cutting lots and lots and lots of soap today. If you can hear a funny sort of whirring noise in the background, it's like a fan or something. It's my new humidifier. Isn't that weird? Which we got today, and it's just a change from the soap room to the other room that I cured my soaps in. It seems to be a little more, not damp here, but just, well, it's not damp, I should say. It's, I don't know, it's more of an external room, I guess. It's a converted garage, so maybe that has something to do with it. But also, yeah, it's been very rainy and wet. I'm trying to think what I need to do and to talk at the same time. And I'm obviously not able to do both. Poor me. Anyway, so yeah, it's been extremely wet and rainy for the last few days, so that's probably affecting things also. So we're going to be cutting soap. So the first one is Tangerine Truffle. Turn it this way. So that's what it looks like now. And we shall see what all these swirls look like. It might zoom you in just a touch. And if I push that in a bit more, that's better. Yeah. Except now the lid falls back. There. That's okay. Alright, so we'll have a look-see. I just want to get you to get the best view you can. So I thought the dehumidifier would be a good idea too, because it's good for the curing of soaps as well. Soap curing is basically taking excess moisture out of it, which is what a dehumidifier does too, so I thought it can't do any harm. So there you go. First swirl. See, it's a slightly darker colour brown on the outside there, so all the soap will turn that slightly dark colour, not vastly dark. It's kind of a milk chocolate colour, I'd describe it as now. See the shine of it, it's lovely shiny soap. So that's the swirl. I need to get my positioning correct. So let's see what these swirls look like. So I have a ton of these to do. That's nice. I like this, it smells really good. This one is a chocolate, sort of vanilla caramel with tangerine kumquat sort of blend. Off the top of my head. The swirl's really nice. Yeah, I have a ton of these. I've got like 10 different types to cut. So that looks going to be fun. So I'm going to cut 8 on this video. So I'm going to whiz through this, and I will probably speed it up because otherwise it's going to be ridiculously long. I like the swirl. Oh, it smells gorgeous. Oh my goodness, you can get that real the orange. Really close up to it. Yeah. And there's the top. It's kind of glittery. The orange, and it's like a cupcake fragrance in there too. It's really nice. Okay. And just to clean off the wires in between. Milk has gone out, but he tightened all the wires for me before he went out, which is excellent. Just what I needed him to do. It's needed that for a while. So my dehumidifier is working an absolute dream already. There's a fair bit of water in there already. And I think part of the problem is that because the colder weather has come in, and it's obviously rainy too, we were drying all our clothes outside, and now they're on a rack, and they tend to be put in this room at night time because obviously the room is not in use, and there's floor space for it. So, but obviously they're damp because they're not drying as well on the line, and so that's adding more moisture to the air, which I don't think Malky necessarily believed, but when there's condensation on the inside of double glazing, you've got to admit there's damp in the air. So we're going to have to find another solution for the clothes, but I'm happy to get the dehumidifier anyway. Could even speed up curing rates for the soap, which would be excellent. I'd be extremely happy with that. At the moment I cure between about 6 weeks. Between 5 and 6 weeks. These ones are going to be 5 weeks. And just because it's Christmas and it's like limited amount of time. And when I say there's a limited amount of time for Christmas, most people watching this will go, what are you talking about? It is October, stop talking about Christmas. But in reality, most soapers have to work a season ahead. Okay, next one. This is Blackberry Sage. And I am loving that purple. Look at that, that's beautiful. So the end pieces are our soap snippets, which are proving very popular. Great way of getting to try out a fragrance if you're not sure you'd like it, or if you don't want to order 10 soaps at a time, you could order 10 of the snippets. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that purple and green together, that's so pretty. So yummy. That is a beauty. I'm loving the swirl. I've never done this sort of swirl before with the chopsticks, so very happy. Very happy indeed. These are quite hard already, you can hear just the bang of these. When my soap is cured, usually you could pretty much kill somebody with it. Not that I'd advise you to. Not a good idea. Isn't that pretty? The sparkle. These are going to be trimmed up, beveled, and that's my job this afternoon. If I got all of these done, I'm giving myself the night off. I suspect I will get most of them done. All of them may be pushing it a little bit. Okay. And the reason you clean in between, it just makes a nicer cut. It makes a much cleaner cut for you. Don't have to if you don't want to, just I prefer it that way. It's just me. There are some rules about soaping and other things that are personal, just totally preference. That's pretty. I like this top. See, I went in as like a circle swirl. That's pretty. Look at that shape there. Okay, I have to keep going. Stop showing off. So I had a lovely morning. A little bit of a lie-in. Although I was awake at 8, I didn't actually get out of the bed until probably about 7:30. Malky always makes breakfast on a Saturday. and I stay in bed till I'm cold, which is, I think, a very good plan. And then went out to do a bit of shopping, get the dehumidifier, and then we had coffee and a scone, which was my lunch basically. And I dropped him up to the pub because that's his Saturday treat. And here we are. So this one is, this is the apple butter caramel, and look how much it's darkened. I like those V-shaped thing with the green in. So that's because it darkens because the vanilla, that colour there with the brown, I didn't put any colour in that. That's just the natural colour because of the fragrance oil. And vanilla in vanilla in fragrance oil does that. Now see there, okay, so you have a yellow here, and that's the colour, if you saw the video, that's when I poured it. And this colour, this brown, this is because this side, is the outside, has been oxidised and it's hit oxygen, and that colour is it brown, you see it there. Okay, so this colour, this golden colour, will become this brown probably in a day, and so it'll be all over brown, so that white and the green will pop out much more. That's why I wanted the white as much more of a highlight, so it helps sort of accentuate the green a bit more. So, and that's one of the things about vanilla based fragrances. You have to kind of manage the browning effect. I did a video a long time ago with a fragrance called Pink Sugar, which is gorgeous, and I must make that again. And that's really deep brown, and it's got a lot of vanilla in it. Most 99% of vanilla fragrances will discolour. You can get non-discolouring vanilla, which I have used in the candy cane fragrance. As a standalone vanilla, I don't like it as a single note. It's more of a blender in my book. Say with the candy cane, with the peppermint for the candy cane. Oh, that's not focusing there. It's amazing. So it's a sort of a builder fragrance. I don't know exactly what you'd call it. It's a blender for sure, for me. And those that do discolour, very little you can do about it. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow. So in this, because it's apple butter caramel, it's kind of, you know, you would expect it to go that fragrance. But a lot of perfumes and a lot of fragrance oils have some level of vanilla in it, and even though you can't smell it as a vanilla note, it is most definitely there. A lot of exotic sort of oriental fragrances have it, as well as the sort of buttercream cupcakey one. So it's okay. If you think of cupcake, you could have a brown base and like a white top or pink top or something, and that's fine. You just cannot put that fragrance oil into that white base. You want to keep it white, it's not going to stay white. You could put a lot of titanium dioxide in there, and try and make it a kind of a lighter brown colour, and it works a lot of the time. Doesn't always work, it just depends, and it's a trial and error thing. It's one of those things that the more experience you get as a soaper, the more you know how to manage your fragrances. It's something that I could tell you about, but actually coming across and doing it yourself is much more valuable as a learning opportunity. But of course, some fragrances, like the tangerine truffle, and this one, the nature of the fragrance lends itself to be brown, and that's fine too. And of course there's nothing wrong with brown soap. What's the difference? It may bubble a slightly creamy colour, but some of these fragrances are just so worth it. So worth it. I'll just put it down on the thing that's got marks in it. Okay, so that is apple butter caramel, and that is 3 loaves, or sorry, 3 batches cut, 2 loaves of each. So I have another 3, and I will go and get them and come back to you. Okay, so this is teak wood and cardamom, forgotten, and it's lovely. I love the top, the colour. Oh, it smells so good. Yum. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Now this one is more, I guess, more of a male fragrance, but I can totally imagine women using it too. Can't see a problem in that at all. It's quite hard to cut through, which is good. There's a swirl on that one. 2 ends. There we go. Yummy. Now for this one I didn't do a swirly top. I just left it a flat top with a design on the top, because again, you know, men don't necessarily go for the fancy schmancy, but also because I fancy doing it and I like to change it up at the top. It's a really nice fragrance, really nice. I can imagine that now. Some daddy or boyfriend or brother or whatever getting that for Christmas. Very nice. And in this video I'll refer back to all the making of videos so that you can see, go back to see the making of if you want to. From now, or from a couple of batches on, I'll be putting the making of and cutting of videos together, because I ran a sort of a poll on Facebook, and about, I would say about 80% of people said they wanted them together. If possible, they would prefer them that way, which is fine by me. It's not less work, it's just different work. Or it's not more work either. It's just different. Different timing on stuff. I thought it might be nice, all these soap snippets at the ends, like for a stocking filler, to have a bunch of those. Might be really cool, or if you had loads of guys to buy for, or loads of people to buy for. So a soap and 2 snippets or something. Just a thought. I used to do sort of gift packs for Christmas, but they're kind of awkward, and they're also awkward because everybody wants something different, and sort of anticipating what people might want is a bit difficult. So plus the stock control on it was a nightmare. And you know, I don't have an enormous stock compared to some people. I don't have thousands of soap or anything. Soaps, even. But even for me, there's the stock control was just complete. We were doing stock checks every day to make sure we had the right numbers in. It was too much. Because it's such a mental period anyway. So, I don't really know how to offer it this year, what to do. It's really nice, I really like that. Lovely, very happy with that. I was thinking of just, I don't know, offering you know, a €25 thing or something like that. I don't know. Have to think about it. Oh, okay. This one is called Appleberry Crumble, and it smells divine. Sorry, I had to think about it there. Too many soaps. It smells gorgeous, and this is the one that was like Christmas colours to me. This is probably the most Christmassy looking, traditional Christmassy looking one. So this is one of the first ones I made, and it's quite hard inside. I'm trying not to force the cutter too much onto it because I don't want to break one of the strings. That would be a pain. Ooh, look. Is that Christmas or what? It's really nice, I like that. Take the ends off. I'm going to have a hell of a job trimming all these. That's lovely, I like the swirl there. This, it's cool. Lovely. Smells so good. I love berry things. One of my personal favorites. This is really nice. One of my personal favourite fragrances is anything berry. Bar blackberry, which not blackberry, blackcurrant. I'm not a big fan of blackcurrant. Blackcurrant flavours or anything even, I'm not. I'm telling you, that dehumidifier must be working, or either that or I'm talking too much because my mouth is really dry. I'm going to run it sort of full time for the first couple of days, just to get any excess out, and then I'll keep it on for a couple of hours at a time each day and just play it by ear, see what's needed. Nothing's shriveling up either, of course, including me. I'm gonna have to wash all this down and I'm finished all the bits. So another one of these. Creaking, so I'm just taking it easy with this now, not putting too much pressure on it. I used to really dread cutting soap, really did, because I can't cut a straight line to save, oh that's lovely, to save my life. Literally, I'm not even kidding you, it's just crazy. That's the other end. And everything would end up wonky, and the top would be really thin and the bottom would be really fat, and like it's almost impossible. How do you charge for stuff that is completely wonk like that? I mean, it's a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. So I used to get Malky to do it, and he had a much better eye than me, but didn't always cut straight either, and we've had 1 or 2 fights in the past. That one's particularly nice there. Had 1 or 2 fights in the past over, you didn't cut my soap straight. Seriously, fights. Just stupid. So when I got this cutter, oh my god, it was such a dream. Now it doesn't do glycerin soap, but by that stage I had moved on from glycerin soap anyway. That was a fair whack, wasn't it? It was such a dream to get, but I keep getting asked, where'd you get your cutter from? I need a cutter like that. And I'm afraid that I got it from another soaper in the US, and I don't think she makes it anymore. Her husband made it actually, but it got a bit damaged in transit, and actually Malky had to it sort of snapped in half at one stage, and so Malky had to sort of rebuild it, which thank God he did, because it was an expensive bit of kit, and since he rebuilt it, it's actually even better. But I can't recommend where you get it from, because I don't think they do them anymore, and it was quite a while ago now. But if you are looking for a soap cutter, I would recommend the moldshop.co.uk. MOULDS, Molds Shop, which is not the American spelling, but that's the English spelling. And they do handmade cutters, which I've not used, but I know that they're good because other people have and recommended them. So sorry I didn't show you this one before I cut it. This one is too much yabbering. This one is Amber Intrigue, and this is the one that I did with the pink clay in it. This gold was it? Pink clay and pink. So it's quite a mildly colour soap. So this is the pink clay here. This would be the goldy colour, which is more of a biscuity colour, and then the pale pink. It smells gorgeous. Oops. Actually reminds me a little bit of like Neapolitan ice cream or something. It's pretty. We're running out of space to put all these. These are tonally very similar colours, but I would call that a tone-on-tone scheme, which is where you use colours from the same sort of tonal range, so the effect isn't as obvious, say, as that, but still very much a swirl. And some people just absolutely love that more subtle look. Plus it's quite a subtle fragrance, so you know, a really mad crazy colour scheme would have looked sort of odd with it, I think, really. Wouldn't have been correct. And I think when you do work with colour and fragrance together, you do need to match everything. You need to match your colours to your fragrances, with a bit of poetic license obviously, but you know, if you're having a blueberry soap and you colour it, I don't know, green or something, it kind of, in a purchaser's head, it kind of doesn't sit well. Kind of makes them, kind of sort of grates on the eye is what I mean, really, as opposed to grating on the ear, and it's not as attractive as, say, if you made a blueberry soap and it was blue. That's what people expect, that's what people's minds expect. And in human nature, the animal kingdom, if you see something that looks sort of off, you tend to question it more, or be more suspicious of it or whatever, than if it's something that you would automatically assume would be correct. So that, sorry, is the top of the Amber Intrigue, so very glistening and sparkly, And you can see that pink. So as you can see, very tonally similar. And this one would be particularly nice because of it's got pink clay and white clay in it. I put white clay in all my soaps, which helps to clarify your skin. But the pink clay is supposed to be excellent for mature skin. Now I can't say, oh, this will get rid of your wrinkles or anything like that. Obviously you can't make medical claims or cosmetic claims like that. I mean, it is soap after all. I wouldn't mind if it did do that, because then I would be charging a lot more for it. And probably making less and charging more. But no, you can't say, you know, this will cure diseases or whatever. And unfortunately you do see people saying that. So I would always be very wary of any cosmetic claims made by companies like that. Even big companies. Legally you can't do it, especially for soap. And then I'll tell you one other thing that really gets my goat. This is, when Tish sees this video she'll start laughing, because this is one of my big bugbears. When companies like Dove, I'm not picking on Dove specifically, I'm using them as an example. Very poor example, but an example nonetheless. They have an ad out at the moment, and it's for baby shower gel or baby bath or something. And they say, oh, perfectly natural for your baby's skin. No harsh chemicals, no colours, no perfume, no soap. And you know, you're used to the, all colours are bad, all fragrances are bad, which they're not. And they're certainly not all bad for everybody either. But no soap. I'm like, this is a baby wash. How are you washing your baby? And the reality is, what it's made with is a chemical surfactant. So they have powdered surfactant that comes from a factory in this product, and they're making it sound like it's made out of carrots or something. So now we're cutting candy cane, which looks way pink in this light. And it is a bit pink, but it's actually more red. Anyway, so they're talking about this stuff like, you know, no soap. Oh, soap is so bad. And I was like, start screaming at the telly. Of course, Titch starts laughing because she thinks I'm hilarious. She only has to say the word Dove and I start going mental. Anyway, I was thinking, and so what's so wrong with soap? They don't even make soap themselves. What they call their bars body bars, because they're not technically soap. Anyway, I should stop giving out. No soap, oh because it's so bad. Oh, shut up. Or the one where they have, I don't know if you've ever seen it, the one with the mirror, and they're having these women clean. Oh, look at that. Is that candy cane or is that candy cane? Oh wow. Oh, yum, 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 yum. I actually suspect I might have to make another bunch of these before the end of Christmas. I suspect they might run out the house. Anyway, so did they, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the thing about the mirror. So they have this bunch of women and they're standing in front of mirrors and they're cleaning the mirrors with soap and whatever, and a Dove beauty bar or body bar or whatever they're called. And they go, oh, look at this, the soap leaves a scum on your mirror. And the Dove bar cleans it to a perfect shine. Yay, it'll be great. And I'm like screaming at the telly. Ooh, soap sticking to it from other ones. Sorry, out of focus. Okay, it says recording. It was flashing something, but it still says recording, so we'll go with it. And so you get a perfect clean mirror. Oh, that's great. Or is our skin made of mirror? Because if it is, then yay, I'll have very clean skin. What they call soap scum is actually, from this type of soap, is the glycerin that is left after the soap is made, and it stays in the bar. In other soap manufacturers, industrial, what they do is they make that and then they take all the glycerin out, and the glycerin is the stuff that's really good for your skin. It attracts water into your skin, so that's why it feels more moisturised and stuff. Plus the oils and stuff that is used in natural handmade soap are generally speaking, well, okay, speaking just for me, I can't speak for everybody, I design the soap specifically that the oils are particularly good for drier skins, but also with a mind for oilier skins too, because we all have different skin types. And so what's left is the glycerin and a little bit of the oils that help to protect your skin and condition your skin, and that's what they do, that's what their job is. These big companies come along, they make their soap, and then they take all the glycerin out and then they sell it separately. So now they've got two products. They've got a body bar soap thing and they've got glycerin, and they make more money off it. But what you do when you take the glycerin out is it makes a drier soap, which makes for drier skin. And then they turn around to you and say, oh, use this in your baby. It's got no soap in it. It's also got no glycerin in it, and it's also not got the good oils and the lovely vegetable oils, the sweet almond oil and the cocoa butter and all the milks and the clays and the silk and stuff that this soap has. Now, I'm not saying use this on your baby. You know, it's probably too highly perfumed for babies, and actually it shouldn't be used on children under 36 months. But I'm also saying it's a hell of a lot better than a bunch of chemicals made in a factory. Especially when they downgrade. If they didn't say anything about soap, I wouldn't care. But the fact they bitch and moan about it like it's some heroin or something you're feeding your kids, it's like, please, you know, two can play at that game. So anyway, you can see I'm a mite passionate. The last two of that batch, and I think, am I done? Am I done? I am not done. One more. Okay, I just stopped the video there for a second because the little thing that was flashing out at me was my camera saying I am getting towards full up. So I went and deleted some stuff. Which is kind of fun because the little screen is upside down for me. So let's all hope I just deleted the right thing. Alright, just clean this down. Too much soap being cut in one go. Okay, do we have any space to put this? There's a huge big tray of them. Just move them out of the way. Over here. Oh, heavy. Okay, put some cloth down there to take these. And we're good to go again. Okay. So this one is the honeyed fig and saffron. Now let me just check. So I have that, and I have... Okay, so this is the last batch to be cut in this video. There are two more batches, but they will be cut at the same time as they won't be cut in this video, they'll be cut and videoed, but then the cutting videos are going to be added to the making videos. So they'll be the start of the all together unity type videos. So just to cut this. So this smells really good. I hope it looks nice inside. Also kind of hard, you can hear the wood squeaking. Anyway, so yeah, Dove just gets me. I can't stand when people use negative marketing to sell their products. You know, talk, oh yum. Hey, that is fig for sure. That is honeyed fig and saffron, no doubt about it. And that's what I was saying about matching your colours to what people expect. That is exactly what I wanted. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, using negative marketing to sell your products. I have no problem in people marketing their products, especially when they have a love and a passion for them. I wholeheartedly, there's the top, these are little sugar balls like you put on cakes. People were asking me. They'll just wash off down the drain, they won't create a problem. They're just really there for decoration. I have no problem people being passionate and marketing their products because they believe in them. That is amazing, that's what I do. I mean, if I do it, how can I criticise somebody else for doing it? One of my big mottos in life, don't criticise somebody for something that you'd be more than happy to do yourself. But when people start pointing out the negatives to make it sound like a positive, so all this no parabens, okay, fair enough, people need to know that there are no parabens. A friend of mine is highly allergic to parabens, which is a preservative in creams and stuff. That I can sort of accept, so at least you know that they aren't there and you don't have to go looking. But when they say no chemicals or no this or no that or I don't know, they compare themselves to other people and says, oh, we're not as bad as they are. You know, you read these ads or you see these ads on telly and you know that they've just been silly little school kid behaviour. It just really irritates me. If you have a good product, I'm in a dry throat from talking so much. If you have a good product, be proud of it. You know, sell it because it's a good product. Sell it because you love it. Sell it because, you know, you're passionate about it and you want people to share that. Sell it because you believe in it and you think, actually, you know, I want you to enjoy this. And this makes me happy and I want you to be happy too. So try it because I know you're going to love it. That's why you should sell stuff. I'm not a very materialistic person and I do a lot of work on this. And I don't make a huge profit. I don't live in an enormous house and, you know, I'm working 16 hours a day or something at the moment prepping for Christmas. I'm not complaining about it and I'm certainly not, excuse me, getting sales off the back of me criticising other companies. I just find this so unprofessional and a bit of a symptom of modern society. You know, we always have to compare ourselves to other people and be better. I'm better than you, my product's nicer than yours. Look at her packaging, it's crap. Look at mine, it's great. I'd rather say I hand make my own boxes because I do. I put tons of goodies in my soaps because I do. I use silk in my soaps because I do. The cost of my additives for my soap is the same as the cost of the soap base or the soap oils themselves, which means yes, it makes it more expensive for me to produce, but you know what, that's what I like to do, that's what I have a passion for. I don't want to make bog standard rubbish. I don't want to stand here in front of a video on a Saturday afternoon when I could be sitting in front of the TV eating chocolate, let's face it, and be talking rubbish to you, trying to sell you stuff that you may not want to buy in full knowledge that I believe it's rubbish, because I don't want to do that. It's not me. I'm not going to do that, and I cannot stand when other people do it. I just feel so offended by it. And I know it's marketing and I know that's business and I know that's probably what you have to do to, you know, play with the big boys and all that. It's not a game I like. It's not a game I subscribe to. It's not how I like to behave. And it's not the sort of business person I want to be. So if that doesn't make me a business person, fine. I'll stay a craftsperson. I'll stay an artisan soap maker with passion and belief. And if I don't get my fully equipped Range Rover because I'm making so much money, you know, I will live without that very happily. I've managed it for 47 years. I think I can do it for a bit longer. It would be nice to get it because I'm selling ethically and correctly. But if it doesn't happen, you know, I'm not losing sleep over it. But I would lose sleep over if I was knowingly selling a bunch of rubbish that I cobble together out of a bunch of rubbish ingredients, or stuff that'll go off, or stuff that'll smell rotten in no time at all. That I would lose sleep over. And that I just can't. I'm not able to lie. I'm not even a very bad liar, I'm just a completely impossible liar, I can't do it. So when I'm standing here talking to you, cleaning off my soap cutter, as you may have noticed, I can't tell you that, you know, something I make, if I knowingly made it with shoddy stuff, is the best thing since sliced bread. So it drives me absolutely barmy when other people do it. And maybe that's why they drive their Range Rovers and stuff. And maybe that's why I'll never have one. But c'est la vie. I guess that's why I'm still in my back room doing everything. And don't have people working on a Saturday for minimum wage to wash down all the soap cutters. Anyway, enough of my rant. So, dry this off. Always nice to clean it up with a damp cloth. Make sure everything is clean. So glitter stuck on the top there. And that is now ready for its next use. Oh, didn't put my wrap back. Alrighty, so that is excuse me, my cutting videos, and I hope you enjoyed everything, and I hope you didn't mind me ranting and raving. And I'm about to go off and trim and tidy all of these, so I'll see you in about 5 hours time. Okay, hope you enjoyed, and it's not too long and it's not too boring and it didn't all drive you nuts. Alright, and I'll talk to you soon, and be good and have a great weekend. Bye.